Hello friend, my name is Zasindra and today I'm going to continue playing for you Dragon Age Origins. Now, last time we cleared out the Carta for Lord Balon, and now we need to go and tell him that we cleared it and see what the next step is in getting him onto the throne so that we can get our allies, our dwarven allies,
Of course.
from Orzammar. So, we are in the commons, so before we go do all of that, we've got some other things that we need to do. For example, talk to the lyrium trader that not, what is it, the word I'm trying to say? When I went back to the previous save so that I could actually do this, because I actually want to make the money off of this. So, hello.
Who are you? You don't look like any guardsman I ever saw, and that's not much of a uniform.
It really isn't. I'm Risa, a Grey Warden.
Oh, you looking for a chance to bring in some coin? Could be I have that opportunity, especially for someone with a few connections above ground.
I'd have to hear what you're asking.
Human kings, they make these ridiculous laws. Like about who gets to buy and sell lyrium, the sacred gift the stone provides us to show her love. No law should regulate that. The laws are meant to keep mages away from the stuff, so there's always buyers in the Circle Tower. I got one man named Godwin. He's expecting a delivery of a stone's weight. You want an investment opportunity? I could see fit to, say, sell you that lyrium instead, at the reasonable price of 50 sovereigns. You can keep it, or, since you can travel freely from here, sell it to Godwin, who you know is buying. And if you bring back his return order, I could pay you, say, 20 sovereigns as a finder's fee.
50's a bit much when you've got no options. 40.
You haggle like a merchant born. Deal. Here's the lyrium, then. You probably don't want to take it out of the box. I'll be waiting for the next order somewhere out of sight. Say, just around the corner.
Sure thing. So, now we need to go to the Chantry that we helped create because we didn't finish the quest. He asked us if we wanted to go to the first service, and we never did. So we're gonna go in here so I can finish that quest. Hello, Brother Burkle.
Welcome to what will soon be Orzammar's first chantry. The chant of light will reach all corners of the world. We will never forget who made this possible.
Good. I expect a plaque on the door.
I will, see what I can do.
Cool. The reason why I say that is because I don't serve Andraste. Andraste is the one who tore down the mages. And I ain't for that. Sorry. Next, we're going to head over to the Proving Hall.
You know, Win, I have a friend back in Antiva who would be very excited to meet you.
I'm sorry.
Salvail prefers women with experience and maturity. He says they have more substance, are more robust and flavorful.
Does he now?
Indeed. No need to deny it. Zevran knows a fine bird when he sees one.
I am not a bird.
There is no reason to deny yourself the pleasure of male companionship, after all, yes? You might balk now, but I assure you, Salvail is a gentleman of means and quite handsome.
I am going to walk away now, calmly, coolly. This is to save you the pain of having your brain forcibly removed through your ears.
This must be a Ferelden thing, I swear.
The Shaperit guy lost, there was his tome stolen from the Shaperit, and we went to Dust Town and killed the guy who stole it, but he had already sold it to somebody in the Proving Grounds. So now we're headed to the Proving Grounds to find them. Let's see.
The Proving Grounds. Bloodsport entertainment for the masses, at its best.
Right? What is this? Proving Master? Who's Basil? Who's Varric? Who are you? Talk to me.
Watch for Piotr Naidukin. He's won the squad combat 4 years running. He has 11 decapitations so far.
God.
He needs just 3 more for the one-season record.
I guess you've watched a lot of provings then.
Front row seats at every grand proving since my father took me on his shoulders. Name's Varric. I got a controlling interest in a mine off the old Rooston Tig. But my backers know not to hand me a pick any day there's blood on the stone, if you know what I mean.
Isn't that nice? Now, if you'll excuse me...
I'm telling you, Piotr will take the prize. You can put gold on it.
I'd rather not, because... Ooh, there's a wall carving over there? Sorry, easily distracted. Can we go in here? We can. Oh, it's just... Okay. Is there anybody over here that we need to talk to? Suwern?
Go away. I don't talk to admirers until after the fight.
Oh. There's a chest in here. Hello. Here's the guy he was just talking about.
Guards, remove this intruder.
Okay. There's a chest over there. How do I get to it? Is this what is part of Lord Harrowmont's route? Because, seriously, I've never seen this before. Anyway, besides getting to the guy who has the book that was stolen from the Shaperit. So let's see if we can find him in this thing. Well, we definitely need to keep going forward. Boop, boop, ba-doop. Barizil. Excuse me. Oh, there it is. It's up on the map. Hello. Your name is Fixer Gredden.
I knew this secret
All right.
coin for the man who takes the warden down.
Takes the warden down, seriously? You really think so? Alright, what do you have on you? A volume of Shaper history. Quest updated. You can return it to the Shaper assistant Mildred if you wish. And if I don't wish?
This deal was all their making, Warden. Technically, I haven't done anything wrong. We have no business. Unless you want to make a few coins. Not that I'm suggesting anything. But you're holding the prize now.
You don't care who you get the Shaper tome from?
I have a collector in mind. Who actually sells the item doesn't matter. It's your call. As always, I let people make their own decisions.
No, I'm gonna return it. I should shut you down
Yes,
hard.
well, I'll keep my nose clean until you're long gone. How about that? I'm just a businessman.
No
I
problem.
merely exploit opportunities. I won't get in your way.
You have fun. Alright, so we've got the book, and now we need to head over to... Oh, I wanted to buy some gifts from a guy. And I also need to turn in this nug, so I'll go do that.
Have you changed your mind yet? Are you willing to speak seriously?
Of your bosom? As you wish.
No, I do not wish to speak of my bosom.
But it is a marvelous bosom. I have seen women half your age who have not held up half so well. Perhaps it is a magical bosom?
Stop talking about my bosom.
But the
But I
magical
thought you
bosom!
wished to speak seriously.
I do. I thought, however foolishly, that you might be willing to speak of your past.
We could do that. There have been many bosoms in my past, though only few as fine as yours.
Enough. I'm ending this conversation.
I feel like Wynn and Zevran's relationship is just constantly Wynn refraining from socking him. Hello, Lord Balon. I have some news for you.
Well, you've
Prince
simply
Balon.
outdone yourself. They're talking all over the city about how someone finally went through Dusttown and slaughtered the Carta like genlocks.
Most of them had no choice. It wasn't fair to kill them.
It's a little late to trouble yourself now.
Yeah,
You have done the city a great service. I promise as soon as I take the throne, I will send the troops you need.
and then I'll do whatever it takes to get you on the throne.
I was hoping you'd say that. Killing Jarvia brought me greater favor. But to truly displace Harrowmont, we'll need something dramatic enough to end the debate forever. What do you know of the paragon Branka?
She was a smith and inventor.
2 years ago, she heard of something the ancients created. It inspired her to leave everything behind and venture into the deep roads. She is the only paragon in 4 generations, and she turned her back on her responsibilities. A paragon is like an ancestor born in this time. If she returned, her vote would outweigh the entire assembly. Anyone with her support could take the throne unchallenged.
So you hope to bring her back to endorse you for king?
I hope you will bring her back to endorse me as king.
And what makes you think Branka's still alive?
She had an entire house with her, dedicated to her protection. With the number of ruins still intact, they could last for a long time. And Harrowmont is looking as well. It's too risky to assume she's dead, only to have him take credit for finding her.
Do you think she would support you as king?
I was hoping you could use your legendary charm to persuade her that the rightful king should take the throne. However, if the deep roads have addled her wits, it might be best she not return before the kingship is decided.
Are you saying I should kill her?
I would never say that. She is a paragon. It is my duty to protect her. On the other hand, we must respect her decisions. Should she prefer to stay in the deep roads rather than help her rightful king take the throne, we must assist her. By any means necessary.
I'll leave right now to find her.
You have my thanks. Seek her in Ferelden's Cross. I will try to delay the vote until you return.
Sure. Hello, Shaper Assistant Mildrate. I brought you back a book.
You found it. Warden, you have my gratitude. You're a bright spot in an otherwise dark time.
I could have made money off that, just letting you know. Alright, so before we leave Orzammar, because we're not going to the deep roads, we're going to pretend like we're going there, though.
So, you were serious before when you said you wanted to help Branka, huh? I'm Ogron. I don't know if you remember. People seem to forget me these days. Or ignore. I forget which.
I would never forget you, Ogron. You're the entire reason why I wanted to come to Orzammar in the first place. I wanted to get you into my party. So you've been trying to get help to find Branka, right?
I have. For all the sodding good it's done me. I'm the only one who still cares about her as a person. Everyone else thinks she's just a symbol they can leave in the deep roads where she can't offend anyone. I know what Branka wanted, and how she was looking. You presumably know everything Balon scouts have discovered about where she disappeared. If we pool our knowledge, we stand a chance of finding Branka. Otherwise, good sodding luck.
Yeah. Sounds like we have a deal.
You should know that Branka was looking for the Anvil of the Void. The secret to building golems, which was lost centuries ago. The smith Ferelden built it, and with it, Orzammar had 100 years of peace, while it was protected by the golems forged on the anvil. As far as anyone knows, the anvil was built in the old Orton Tig. Branka planned to start looking there, if she could ever find it. All she knew was that it was past Ferelden's Cross. No one's seen that Tig for 500 years.
Why do you care so much about Branka anyway?
Why? We were sodding married until she left me and took our whole house into the deep roads on her mad quest for the anvil. It was a stupid move. If I'd been with her, she'd have made it back years ago. But I forgive her.
Balon gave me a map. I can get to Ferelden's Cross.
If we're going, let's get moving. Branka's not gonna sodding find herself.
Yeah. Sorry, my dear Ogron. We're not gonna be going there. Sorry. I'm sorry. What we are gonna be doing is heading to the Circle of Magi once again.
So, you know that I'm a Templar, right?
I believe what I heard was that you were not, in fact, a Templar. You were trained as one before you became a Grey Warden.
True.
That's right, but I still have all the abilities of one, of course. That doesn't make you nervous.
Should it? I am no apostate. Perhaps you should be directing this question at Morrigan.
She claims not to be afraid of me, or anything, really. But you've had more experience with the Templars than her. I know how mages can sometimes...
The Templars serve a function, and a necessary one. If what has happened at the tower proves anything, it is that we mages can be dangerous, even to ourselves.
That's one way of looking at it.
And regardless, you seem like a decent enough young man. If you decide to slaughter me out of hand, I'm sure you would at least inform me first, no?
Oh, sure. Count on it.
I hate Templars. Anyway, so I before was so about my commander Gregor, but then I read a thing where if you didn't realize, these are all mages except for that one, I think. But the problems that
I don't know if I have the strength for another big battle.
The Grey Warden saved us. Fighting the blight is the least we can do.
True.
The circle has always
oh my
played a part
god
in defeating the blights. This is our chance to show that we will fight and die for our home, just like any other Ferelden.
So, what was I trying to say? The problem that started with the abominations started way up in the top of the tower, and not...
enough. We need to get these out of the tower before they get fragrant.
Touching those abominations, it's wrong. Why do we have to take them across the lake to burn? The lake's right there.
And not on these lower floors where the apprentices live, which means that the apprentices probably had plenty of time to get out, and they were all running towards the door. But especially since all the apprentices live on the first floor, you know, and that includes the children. And so the problem with Gregor is he only let the Templars through, as we found Win with the kidlets and with the apprentice mages in that section where we ended up finding them. And so he probably had to fight back the mages, or at least block them out from the door, so that he could save the Templars but not the mages, because he believes them all to be abominations, even the children. So I think my opinion of him has drastically changed to being, he's a piece of shit. Also, he ends up sending Cullen to Kirkwall, where there's a crazy lady who runs the place, and the Templars, because he felt that they could use Cullen's fighting spirit, aka rage towards all mages, for good. And I hate him. I hate him. Anyways, hello, Godwin.
Oh, it's you! You saved the circle. I'd kiss your feet if you didn't look as though you'd kill me if I did that. You'll settle for a handshake, won't you? Maybe a kiss on the forehead, eh?
Your name is, how about that's quite alright?
Suppose we feel the same way then.
Yes.
Might not seem like much coming from me, but I appreciate what you've done for us.
You won't appreciate me for very much longer. So, let's talk to him again.
Ah, hello again. Would you like me to tell you again how wonderful you are? Or maybe you'd just like to talk a little?
Yes. Your name is Godwin. I met a dwarf who mentioned you.
Rogek? He's a personal friend, and sometimes we, correspond. Did he, have anything for me?
Yes, he said you'd be waiting for this lyrium. But I bought it, so you're dealing with me now.
Yes. I'll take it off your hands right now. What about 50 sovereigns? That's a good price, no?
It wasn't easy getting here. 75.
Look, I have 65 sovereigns and this dagger I stumbled upon in the tower. Will that do?
Very nice. Here's your lyrium.
Done and done. You have your gold, and I have my lyrium. Everyone's happy. Out of curiosity, do you know why this lyrium took so long to get here?
There's trouble in Orzammar and they're keeping people out.
Dwarves and their politics. Always causing trouble. How is the situation now?
I think the unrest will continue for some time.
Ah, I see. Well, I just wanted to know if I should expect another late delivery.
Why do you need all this lyrium?
Well, you know, the Circle always needs lyrium. You shouldn't even have to ask. It's perfectly normal.
But I'm curious, and I saved you.
I suppose you did at that. Well, yes, but you see, the Templars use lyrium too. They cannot manipulate natural energies like mages can, but they need to be able to fight us. The big problem with lyrium is that it has diminishing returns, and the Templars become dependent on it.
You're taking advantage of the Templars.
Good.
Encouraging them. And for money, you despicable profiteering crook!
If it wasn't me and Rogek, someone else would do it.
You must make a lot of money off of this.
Hardly. I get by.
Share some of that wealth or people will find out.
You're blackmailing me?
Yes.
Fine, take this. It's all I have on me at the moment. Now just leave me alone, please.
You're very kind, Godwin.
This just isn't my day.
And that, my children, is how you make bank off of, well, people smuggling lyrium, really. Though I'm all for him manipulating the whatever he can because, I mean, at this point, I'm ready for all-out anarchy for the mages, but that's something we'll get to later, I suppose. We gotta deal with the blight first in this one, and, we'll deal with the mage rights activism in a later story. Normally, I wouldn't be one to blackmail people or, do morally gray things, I suppose. Or not morally gray, I guess morally... I don't even know what I'm trying to say. Normally, I wouldn't have done that, but since they're smuggling things, I figured I don't care. They're doing illegal things anyway, so I might as well get as much money from them as I can, so I can get myself a set of pretty new robes.
You have not asked me about my conscience for some time, my darling Wynne.
That is correct, and I am not your darling.
So once again I am rejected.
Yep.
Just as I am by the cruel, cruel fates. They are harsh mistresses to the elves.
Zevran, I am old enough to be your grandmother.
You say that like it's a bad thing.
And what would you do with me if you had me, This is a game you play, nothing more.
You are a cynical woman, Wynne. Cynical and powerful. It drives me mad with desire.
I like how she visibly has 3 dots over her head.
I am going to walk away now.
Like I said, she's like one comment from decking him. We need to talk to First Enchanter Irving. Hello.
You went above and beyond the call of duty for the Circle. You have done us proud.
Good, now do me a favor. Dagna of Orzammar wishes to study magic.
Orzammar? Indeed. You have piqued my curiosity. It is common knowledge that dwarves lack the aptitude for spellcraft. She will never be able to weave the simplest magic, no matter how hard she tries.
All she wants is to study the theory of magic.
Fascinating. I suppose the Circle should be flattered.
She's willing to give up caste and clan for this.
I see. If she is willing to sacrifice so much for this, then we should feel honored. Tell Dagna of Orzammar that this path will not be easy. But If she chooses it, then she is welcome here at the Circle. She will live and study with the Tranquil, and perhaps the apprentices, when it is appropriate.
She's going to be so overjoyed.
Ah, if only the Circle was in better shape. I fear she may be disappointed when she arrives.
You'll have an extra pair of hands to help rebuild.
This will be interesting. She could tell us much about our dwarven neighbors. Yes, the more I think about it, the more I like the idea. I shall take this as an indication that perhaps things are starting to look up for the Circle. Thank you.
Yep. Forgive me, but I must take my leave.
I wish you well. Know you will always be welcome here.
Good, because eventually, when I have level 12 rogues, I can come in and loot all the chests that I actually wanted to loot. But they were locked. Hello, Dagna. I've got you an apprenticeship type thing.
Hello, how can I... Oh, it's you! And it's been, well, quite a while. Enough time to get to the Circle and back, I hope. Oh, please tell me what they said.
First Enchanter Irving accepted you for study.
Ancestors, bless you. I can't believe it. There hasn't even been a dwarven observer in the Circle since Ferelden in the 13th century. I need to pack. No, my parents would get suspicious. I need to go. Is there anything I should bring? Books? Tuition?
A little token of your gratitude would be nice. I'm just saying.
Of course, a reward. I was just bringing some lyrium in from the storeroom. Will that do?
Yeah.
I have either a lyrium rune that can be implanted in any weapon, or some of the serum mages use. Which do you want?
I'll take the serum.
Here you go. I hope it's enough to thank you. I'll never forget what you did. If you ever go to the Circle again, maybe I'll see you there.
Yeah, I'll go see you, maybe. Normally I wouldn't have done that, but I did that when I was exploring, and she ends up giving you a very potent lyrium potion, and I think that's kind of valuable, so my money-hungry side is starting to become at war with my do-good-things side of gaming. So, I am having moral conflicts here. But not with the smugglers. So, that's good, because we're about to get some more money and make enough bank to buy myself my pretty new robes and possibly a staff. Hello, Rogak. Zevran, please get out of the way.
Well, if it isn't my new best friend. You make it to the tower yet?
Package delivered, as promised.
Excellent. I must say I wasn't sure I'd see you back here. Now, that was 10 sovereigns we agreed to, right?
Are you kidding? You know it was 30.
That seems pretty steep. I can't believe I'd offer that much. But I do appreciate what you did. I'm gonna give you 25, and let's call it even.
Alright. And that, my children, is how you make a lot of money. So we went from 57 to 115. That is enough to buy my robes, and I'm actually going to get my staff somewhere else. So, thank you for coming along with my very successful adventure for gaining some money. And, I guess, look forward to next time when we go do another one of the DLC quests. Hopefully it'll be a riot. Not a real riot. That comes later. Like I said earlier. Anyway, thank you for watching. I love you. Bye-bye.